This is the Reed Supermarket case response by Group C. On the whole, the Group B approach provided an interesting and well-articulated attempt at increasing profits by 2% over 2 years. Their understanding of the Columbus market was sound. Their interpretation of the position that Reed holds within the market is clear, and their attempts at increasing the customer experience through various programs is well intended. However, we believe the complexity and varied methods suggested, as well as the limiting factor of the amount of time to implement and see the return on the investment, are some of the key challenges our alternative approach avoids. Establishing a private label from scratch, creating a custom dog food, or even acquiring land and establishing satellite gas stations are indeed well intended. Yet, the time constraint of 2 years suggests that implementing these strategies are more of a long-term investment and not guaranteed to move the needle enough over the 2-year period. While you may see some key similarities in our approach, we believe our recommendation provides a more realistic, more feasible, and more time-bound solution that gives us a more focused approach to increase our profits. In addition to truly exemplifying our brand, our strategy aligns to both short-term and long-term initiatives and goals. Let's take a quick look at the methodology that our team considered. When faced with the problem, we immediately came to the table to map out all the potential options and solutions. From increasing competitiveness, creating a private label from the ground up, even, as Group B mentioned, the concept of playing into our customers' love of pets and establishing custom dog foods were considered. Ultimately, after mapping out all our options, we tested each against the knowledge that we had in hand, what we know to be true, who we are as a brand and as a company, what we stand for, our customer segmentation analysis, and the ability for us to implement and change anything and realize fiscal impact within that 2-year time frame. The foundation for our analysis is staying true to our identity. As Reed, we are above average in quality. Our contemporaries in our competition are Whole Foods and Delphina, and considering value chains as contemporaries would be a mistake. This visual representation shows where the perceived quality comes in from our customers. The red line indicates the average position within the market. The solutions that we're recommending keeps our brand above that red line. We attract a high-end customer with a median income of over $58,000 a year, 12% higher than the regional average, and 18% higher above that of the national average. As our CEO has stated, that the customer we're aiming for is the high-end customer, and that's the customer our solution puts us after. We are known for our exceptional customer service, the high quality of our product that we offer, and our emphasis on organics. Ultimately, we are best known for providing an amazing service to accompany our quality product. Digging in a little deeper, here are some of the key tenets of our recommendation. As mentioned previously, our focus needs to be on the high-end customer segment, those customers where cost is less of a concern at the grocery store, and the overall customer experience is paramount. Market research suggests that those transactions that have 3 or more items from the Dollar Deals program yields a much lower total transaction cost. Therefore, much different than the Group B analysis, our recommendation is to abandon the Dollar Deals special program. One recommendation, however, that we did agree in principle was the addition of a private label. With the Reed branding and quality known to the customer segment, our private label would suggest value, and help us increase our profit. As we mentioned earlier, there are some challenges with introducing a new brand and attempting to capitalize on that investment within a 2-year time frame. In order to account for this, our recommendation is to enter a joint venture with a private label company, rebranding it with the Reed private label. Having an established supply chain manufacturing process gives us an opportunity to build and scale much faster than going at it alone, starting up from scratch. And it allows us to introduce the products to market much sooner, ultimately yielding more profit in the 2-year time frame. Lastly, as you'll see in some depth in the subsequent slides, our main focus is a heavy investment in increasing the in-store and the virtual in-store customer experience. As we look at the expectations set by corporate, we have a substantial gap to overcome. When we look at moving to 18% market share, we can equate that to a growth of more than $94 million. Revenue growth of this magnitude in any market that is especially not growing in size requires a shift in approach and to pull it from within. We believe key investments into our loyalty program, alignment with key local vendors, and a focus on our true identity will capture this 2% growth expectation. As you can see, if we're to solely rely our sales based off of year-over-year projections, we would be required to increase our customers per store by more than 600, which, in reality, is a 14% growth in customer traffic and a 22% growth in average store growth when compared to the Columbus market. We believe the next few slides will provide a detailed understanding of how we intend to address this gap and how we intend to reach our targeted growth. One area of consideration is that we'd like to focus on the high-end customer throughout the enhancements to the loyalty program. We would implement a tiered membership that allowed Reed customer markets to collect revenue without drastically increasing our overhead burden. To assimilate this idea, think of Amazon Prime, an annual fee that goes towards an elite level of service. With this fee, we would offer premium members an elevated customer experience through personal shoppers and curbside delivery services. Additionally, we would establish a Reed cashback program that would allow frequent customers to retain a small percentage of their purchases to be allocated to future purchases. We also feel as though these customers would welcome access to exclusive events like Parents' Night, where we would offer free childcare while serving wine and beer samples throughout the store as pairing options for our specialty food selections. Our approach takes into consideration that the high-end customer would not see an issue with a $25 per month subscription, or less than 5% of the average annual national household spend. If we were able to secure 25% of our targeted customers, about 1,450 per store, we'd be able to bring in close to $9 million, which covers 10% of our growth gap. Additionally, if we're able to get 15% of non-prescribers to take advantage of some of these elite services once a month at a premium, we believe we could secure an additional $2 million annually. This helps us capture 12% of our growth target at a fraction of the increased overhead expenditures. We would maintain our non-fee-based loyalty program, but invest more of our print ad budget into this program to provide more value to the program itself and reduce any discount perception that our brand may have tied to print ads.
We believe that Reed's has an opportunity for growth in the popular segment of online ordering and delivery services. Many consumers are finding that an application on their smartphones or tablets to create their shopping list is more convenient than your previous generation's refrigerator or sticky note approach. Online ordering will allow our customers the ability to see their shopping list grow real time and see the final total dollar amount before they arrive at the store for pickup. It will create a more streamlined approach to using manufacturer store coupons. The days of cutting out coupons from the Sunday paper are over. The coupons will be automatically deducted from purchases, and the app will even have a coupon-only section for consumers who gravitate towards discounts. Similar to the Pandora Radio approach, the app will include reminders to our consumers of previous purchases, allowing them to remember the brands or foods that they enjoyed or even disliked. The application will serve in dual capacity as a way for Reed's to monitor shopping habits by our customers. This will allow Reed's to follow trends, patterns, and ultimately fine-tune our marketing approach to our customer base. Lastly, online orders will be fulfilled by Reed's personal shoppers, with additional privileges offered to premium loyalty members. As stated in the previous slide, our curbside pickup initiative is to maintain our current customer base by creating another method of the shopping experience, all the while instantly attracting new customers in the marketplace. Curbside pickup will be offered as a free service to our Reed's premium customers. In an attempt to add additional premium customers, Reed's will charge a $7.50 transaction fee on each order. A major focus area for this initiative is toward families with children. Anyone who has children understands the challenges of going grocery shopping. Clean up in aisle 6. Reed's will offer discounts to the premium services to parents with children under 5. The expectation is to gain customers who will stay with Reed's long after their children are raised, and even grab a hold of the future generations by offering an exceptional experience. In addition, we will extend premium services at no cost to senior citizens and disabled customers.
Let's take a moment to talk about limiting our brand diversity and essentially becoming a limited selection store. As a result, our attempt and aim is to enhance our quality image. We believe placing a more significant focus on our local producers can establish ourselves as a premier organic food and goods supplier within the market. We also believe that we can reduce our overhead carrying costs, but eliminating the need to carry so many different brand names. We can take some advice from the Howard Moskowitz and stop thinking we have found the answer in the regular standard offering and that we must present a new variety of offerings to the customer, much like Whole Foods has done to this industry. Let us bring the quality brands to the customer, and let us be trusted to tell you it is quality and that you continue to find quality in Reed every time you visit. The point of quality and consumption can be illustrated quite clearly in the dynamics of how quickly the revenue growth has been in the organic food market. Take a moment to view this slide and see how the market has changed the way that we view standard consumption. Who would have known that in 2005, that in less than 10 years' time, people would be actively changing their spending behaviors on everyday groceries by more than $30 million. This evidence proves that people are seeking quality, they're seeking freshness, and they want a brand that they trust will provide them with both. We believe Reed can offer both of these components through an experience that people will be willing to pay a premium for.
Meredith Collins was tasked with a challenging obstacle: 2% market growth in an industry that rarely sees that type of jump, all the while fending off competitors in just a short time frame. CEO Jack Morrissey's timeline and restriction on opening new stores handcuffed Meredith's opportunities for growth. Very simply put, we believe that using our already existing resources as a starting point is key to success. Introducing new types of products and services to our existing customer base while attracting new customers with the overall Reed's experience will lead us to our goal. The time is now.